Well, things are beginning to improve across the area. We're finally starting to see some sunshine, still left with a lot of clouds. And thankfully, all of that heavy rain, those thunderstorms have exited the area. So we're starting off in the lower 70s if you are heading out to lunch. It is quite breezy, though. We do have those winds out of the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour, and it is going to remain breezy through much of the afternoon. Now, even though that weather front has exited the area, a few lingering showers are possible, and it will be rather warm, with temperatures climbing into the mid-70s this afternoon. Even as we head into tonight, looking much quieter, and we should continue to see those skies clear on out, leaving us under partly cloudy conditions. So here's a look at your current temperatures. If you are planning on heading out to lunch, we are in the 70s. It is fairly warm. The cooler location out in Macomb coming in at 66 degrees, and your wind's pretty breezy in a few locations, especially along our lakes. Lakefront 14 miles per hour sustained with wind gusts up to 16 miles per hour. Shell Beach also dealing with some breezy conditions. And then along our coastal areas here near Grand Isle, we have winds at 10 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 14 miles per hour. In Houma also dealing with some breezy conditions coming in at 15 miles per hour. So winds are expected to remain between 10 to 15 miles per hour through most of the area, or through most of the day rather, and we may see wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour as we get closer to the early evening hours. Now today, we had that front move through earlier this morning, and it feels comfortable, but we'll have our winds shift out of the south eventually. We get that onshore flow, and the humidity is going to continue to climb, so it is going to feel rather muggy as we head into our Easter weekend and even beginning on Monday. So here's the setup as we take a look at the surface map. That cold front is off to our southeast over the Gulf of Mexico. Also, there is a stationary front attached to it, and eventually a warm front is going to lift to the north tomorrow, and that is going to bring even more showers. It will be spotty in nature, but it won't be a completely dry day tomorrow as we wrap up the day. I put a 12-hour loop on that cold front that moved through earlier this morning. That intense line of thunderstorms and heavy rainfall, it tapped into a good amount of atmospheric moisture. That's why many of us saw that heavy rain in a few locations. Flood warnings were in effect in a few spots, and we saw some minor street flooding. Thankfully, things are starting to dry out. Now we're seeing that front way off to the southeast, and you see the shower activity really over the mouth of the river, and we are dry across the area. So the rain totals in the last 24 hours, up to 3 inches of rainfall at the airport out in Kenner. We hit 3 inches in Metairie, so a lot of rain in that area. And then on the North Shore in Mandeville, 1.95 inches. So we got a good soaking rain over the area. We need the rain. Some areas got a little bit too much than anticipated, but again, now we're above average. We've been below average since the beginning of April, so we're about 1.5 inches above average right now.